Hello, my name is Travis Bean, and on this channel we talk Kanye West. And look at that, it's Joe Budden. That just distracted me for a second. Um, so, what we're talking about today is that Kanye West Donda 2 is not eligible for the Billboard charts, and this is something I've actually been curious about. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out so we don't have to keep watching it. This has been a story for a few years now because people have sort of cheated their way onto the charts before. I've read stories about it before. There's like this one, Billboard tweaks but doesn't repeal a chart rule over album bundles. And basically, the story here is that people would bundle their album with a ticket purchase. So Kenny Chesney, of course, is going to sell out stadiums all across the nation. So if everybody who buys a ticket also gets his album shoots the number one in the charts. And we saw a lot of people do this. Travis Scott did it with Jack Boys. Nav. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Did it here with, what did they do it with? I don't remember. But then Thomas Rhett did it with condoms. Crazy. And Tekashi 6ix9ine did it, as you can see here. Actually wonder what he did it for. Probably something weird, right? Anyway, didn't go right to it. But people have been doing this for a while, and they've done it through other means as well. Not just like through ticket purchases and not just through condom purchases, but through apps and devices. And that seems to be the case with Kanye. Although a lot of people have been able to skirt around the rule as Billboard has kind of tinkered with the language over the years. Let's see. In January, this was written in, when was this story written? Last year, 2020, sorry. In January, Billboard adjusted its merchandise bundle rules by requiring that any item for sale with an album must be available through purchase at a lower price without the album. Bundles were also mandatory to be sold by an artist directly to the consumer, not via a third party. And there are other little rules, like album needs to cost at least $3.49, and the person buying like a ticket needs to know that the cost of the album is added on to the ticket purchase, like it needs to be made explicitly clear. All these weird little things, because as you can see here, Taylor Swift has done it in the past. Like if you buy a hoodie, you also get the album. And since like most artists don't really make their money off selling music anymore, A, because a lot of people aren't buying music, but B, like a lot of big artists like Taylor Swift, like they make money doing concerts and lots of other stuff. And they just need to put out music. And if they can put out music and rise to the top of Billboard charts, that's great hype. That's great promotion. So as you can see, these are all the reasons people do this kind of stuff. But Donda 2 will not be eligible. According to a new, and this is from Hip Hop Nation, is that name? New Hip Hop. Sorry, Hot New Hip Hop. I was like trying to remember what that logo was. According to a new report from Fader, Ye's stem player is being characterized as merchandise, which means that Donda 2 cannot be added to its charts for now. So possibly in the future, as they continue to tinker with their language, as they always seem to be doing. The device, which isolates songs into different musical elements, is packaged with the new album, but the machine can be used for other means besides playing the album, which is the reasoning Billboard used Billboard used to percent Donda 2 from chart debut. Oh, I've never seen that word used that way. Sorry. I was just like having trouble reading that. So basically, they have chosen this specific reason as why Donda 2 can't chart, which kind of reveals like the politics of Billboard. Like they're always adding new rules, like tinkering with language, updating things because artists keep doing new things in order to sell albums and make it onto the charts. And they have to constantly reevaluate like what they consider legitimate. And so I guess in the grand scheme of time, like when you look back at the Billboard charts, there aren't any anomalies or asterisks or anything. Like they're trying to define, especially, you know, as the digital age grows and there become new and interesting ways to get your music out there, they have to keep thinking of new rules to make up, I guess. And this one's pretty specific. And I'm kind of fascinated by the whole Billboard thing. Not because I care about the Billboard charts. I definitely don't. And I don't think Kanye does either. Or maybe he does. Maybe he sees it as important to rank and to be legitimized in a way. But past all that, like it's all kind of dumb, but fascinating because it's kind of dumb, right? Like they're always changing the rules and changing like how songs rise up charts and like if they're eligible to rise up charts. It's strange. Just a weird thing about the music world I've always been kind of fascinated about, and now it's affecting my favorite musician. So why not make a music video or make a video about it? I could make a music video about it. Maybe I'll release my first mixtape. But yeah, that's the news there. Thanks for watching. I think I jumbled a few words there. Sorry about that. I think my mind's kind of racing because I had 2 cups of coffee today, which I both encourage and discourage. Encourage if you're just like living your life and you love coffee like I do. Discourage if you try to run a YouTube video, YouTube channel, especially when Chris is incapacitated and sick and you leave your co-star, your co-host at the helm to handle everything. Things can go horribly wrong. While I'm rambling, thanks for watching. Please like the video below. You know what? I forgot I took a gummy. That was one thing I didn't mention, and that's probably more of a signifier of what's happening here. I did read that if you consume coffee after you have taken like an edible, specifically if you've taken an edible, it can really heighten your high. And I think we're finding that to be true right now. Right? Okay, I think so. Sorry to any viewers I've offended who think drug use is a heathen activity and sending me straight to hell. I think Chris is clean, so just keep that in mind. Please like the video below, subscribe, leave comments about how I'm going to be punished for my sins, and also comments if you are a fan of eating homemade edibles. Thanks for watching. Stay wavy and keep it